And certainly for us, we've been an organization that's not only focused on winning these trophies on the field and being the most successful cricket union in the country and on the African continent, but about the impact that we make outside the boundary ropes.
Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to the Sneaker Drop Talks, powered by the Sneaker Shack. And today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm excited about the conversation today because it's going to be about sports, it's going to be about cricket, it's going to be about governance, and most importantly, we're going to highlight the impactful work that our guest is doing in our country and beyond. All right, today I'm joined by Mr. Jono Leaf-Wright, CEO of DP World Lions Cricket. Sir, how are you? Good to have you on.
Great to be here, thank you, and hello to everyone watching.
Thank you. Wonderful. So my first question, and we were having a conversation with Mr. Jono off air just about the impactful work that DP World Lions Cricket is doing within the landscape of cricket in our country and the exciting things they have in the pipeline, especially now having come out of Josie Cup as well, which we will touch on. And the Sneaker Shack is proud partners of the Josie Cup tournaments. So thank you so much for coming through. I think the first question for me will just be around how has the journey been, just, observing and growing within the Lions cricket ecosystem? I mean, you started playing cricket at 10 years old, correct?
Younger than that. I wasn't very good though,
yes.
But younger than that.
You've been playing for so many years. So how's the journey been just, within this ecosystem of cricket in our country?
Yeah, it's been an incredible journey. I certainly played all kinds of sport from a young age. Cricket, soccer, rugby, everything. And I was actually probably more of a footballer in high school than I was a cricketer. Never played provincial cricket, played A-team cricket, but never played provincial cricket. And then obviously got out of school and really shifted my attention to coaching. Got some really great opportunities in the coaching space, backed by a lot of amazing people and coaches. And got involved in Royal Challengers Bangalore, the IPL side, became National Talent Scout of Cricket South Africa, which I did for 11 years, and exited that coaching space to become an administrator at the back end of 2019 in October, when I joined the DP World Lions family and the DP World Wanderers. So certainly an incredible journey. In 2003, I was the intern at the DP World Wanderers for the World Cup. And 24 years later, I found myself as a chief exec moving into the 2027 Cricket World Cup. So incredible stories, surrounded by incredible people that have held my hand and helped me really deliver the excellence that I've strived for and the vision that I've wanted for the organization and for cricket and for our country.
Wow, that's wonderful. And how this is an internal question, but how closely do you, or how much do you expect people who join your team to be informed and passionate about the game of cricket? Because the beauty of your team, and we've observed it working closely with you all, is you've got people in marketing, you've got people in HR, you've got a whole organizational structure. So how clued up about cricket are they when they join?
Some
or do
of
you
them
ask
are
cricket questions in the interview?
No, it's never part of the interview questions, I promise.
It?
It's something that just comes naturally to them. When they join our team, they obviously want to learn and grow and become better. But for us, it's not actually about whether they understand cricket or not. It's about whether they understand people, whether they understand the power of influence, the power of impact, and the power of inspiration. And certainly for us, we've been an organization that's not only focused on winning these trophies on the field and being the most successful cricket union in the country and on the African continent, but about the impact that we make outside the boundary ropes. And I think if you look at the work we've managed to deliver and achieve, and working with partners in our stable, now partnering with Sneaker Shack and other, we've really been able to deliver some incredible magic outside of the boundary ropes. And that's because of the people that really are the backbone of the institution and the organization. From our coaches, to our schools, to our clubs, to our officials, to our administrators, to every single person that plays such a critical role in the Lions cricket family, really are the driving force in what we're able to achieve. And that really is about impacting the communities we serve.
For me, what stands out, especially like with the work you're doing, especially now having observed Josie Cup, is how, number one, unified people are around the DP World Lions cricket brand. Number two, the support you have from private sector, the support you have from veterans, the support you have from people who've been involved as well.
Yeah.
For me, is what would you say that has been a culmination of? Because I'm sure that didn't happen overnight. Like what has it taken internally, externally, to reach that sort of pinnacle of being a movement? Because that's what I see it as. I mean, you've got kids there in the cold, passionate about the game, parents sitting watching the kids, all ages. Like what has it been a culmination of?
Yeah, it's a great question, Letabo. And I think whether you Sneaker Shack or our partners at DP World or McDonald's or Telkom or the other, it really is about creating trust with your brand and trust with the people that really look up to your brand. And I think if you look at our club ecosystem, that really is such a key part of our pipeline, and the Telkom Talent Acceleration Program that really drives the talent from grassroots to great, creates these cubs into these lions. Every single one of them really look at us as this trustful custodian of the game of cricket. And we've managed to build up that trust consistently over the years, where people look at us and say, we believe in this brand, we believe in this Lions pride, we believe in this family. And no matter whether a child is playing school cricket or club cricket or provincial cricket or representing us provincially, every single one of them absolutely love representing the brand of Lions cricket and the DPL Lions brand. And for us, that's something really special and something we hold on to so delicately as the administrators and as the back-end office staff, because we know that that lion represents so much more than just a logo. It represents people that came before us, people that will come after us. It represents communities, it represents livelihoods, it represents people that really put in a lot of blood, sweat and tears for the game to ensure that we can create the next star, we can create the next Protea, we can create the next person that's going to inspire the next generation of player coming through. So all of us have a real duty of care to make sure that the brand cricket is protected and that we serve it in the very best way we can every single day.
So I have another question, which is on that one. What sort of performance indicator or construct do you have within your organization, especially where you sit, that drives or pushes the needle forward on a governance perspective and not only just an organizational perspective? Because we live in South Africa, there's regulation, we've got laws, we've got governance, as so any thriving country needs, right? But what's your job there to ensure that you're pushing the needle forward in terms of governance to ensure that cricket is a game that we can participate in our country?
Yeah, I think the real blessing we've had is we've got 47 partners with Sneaker Shack. And I think none of them would be involved in an organization or in a business like ours if they didn't trust what we do. Not just necessarily on the field, but off it, and also in the boardroom and behind closed doors.
For sure.
Governance for us is a key component. We drew up an acronym a couple of years ago in the whole turnaround of Lions cricket of CGL, because that's our long name, Central Gauteng Lions. And C was for choices, G for governance, and L for longevity. So that every decision we took was about the longevity of the company and of cricket as a brand. And we had to make sure that governance and the decision making we took was always the foundation in which we made it. And certainly if you look at the work we've managed to achieve with all the unqualified audits, with all the great comments and the work we have managed to get from different people, it's something we're really proud of, because it doesn't only speak to, as I say, lifting these trophies on the field, acquiring new amazing partners like Sneaker Shack and other. It's really about making sure holistically we're a brand people can trust, holistically we're a brand that represents cricket so well. And I think for me, the real dipstick is whether you're able to retain partners. And if you look at DP World, McDonald's, Telkom, Enza, Fidelity, all these partners that have ACDC Express, they walked this journey with us for such a long time. And when you get those partners renewing, it tells us that we're doing something right. When you get that partner re-signing for a further 3, 4, 5 years, it really is a real symbol to us that we're doing something right and that we just got to keep going and striving for that excellence every single day, both on the field and off it.
The field. And it shows that you're creating results, number one, and number two, impact as well. Yeah. So great news. Mr. Jono has just been announced by our sports minister for being nominated, correct? For the Sports Administrator of the Year. So speak to us about that. I mean, what does that look like for you? I mean, I'm sure, yes, it's a great accomplishment, but comes with a lot of responsibility also.
Yeah, you got the scoop early there, Letabo, announcing it today. It was announced last night. I feel very blessed and privileged to be on a short list of 3 as Sports Administrator of the Year at the 19th South African Sports Awards. But as I said, all the messages that came through this morning from our different partners and my board and staff, my response was that this is not the Jono show. This would not be possible without the people next to me and without the amazing partners that I've managed to walk a journey with. My team really are the engine behind me.
Yeah,
the team are really the driving force behind me. And every single person in the entire ecosystem of cricket really gives cricket life in this province. As I say, whether you're at school or club or an official or a scorer or whatever role you play, a groundsman, someone that helps keep our stadium clean. Every single person plays such a critical role. And that's really given me the fuel to keep going. They've inspired me to get up every single morning and be better tomorrow than I was today. And for me, it's really driven me to a level of excellence that I'm proud of. And so blessed to have been recognized by the Minister and the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. And certainly something that I'm very proud to represent cricket for. And let's see what happens at the end of August.
Sure. Yeah.
But whether I win or not, it's immaterial. It's just really for me a proud moment because it really acknowledges everyone by my side and behind me that has helped me walk this incredible journey, which I'm blessed to be on.
One thing that really is significant about DP World Lions cricket that we've also observed, and I saw this in real time, and we spoke about it also on air, is sort of your integration of diversity and inclusion principles in your model of work, but also in giving people an opportunity and a chance. You've got a deafs team, you've got a blind team as well for cricket. Touch a bit on that. Like, why is that important? You know, to ensure that even in the game of cricket, you're able to integrate those who may be, quote unquote, the word we use is disabled, but you give them an opportunity. You give them a chance to participate in the game. Why is that important?
Yeah, I think 7 years when I took over, the DP World Wanderers was really a place that only the Proteas and the professionals played. And we really try to open those doors and drive an inclusive kind of culture amongst everybody, where every single person, no matter what role you played in cricket, felt part of one family, one Lions pride. As you know, we changed the narrative to become the pride of Josie. And that's because we really wanted to recognize every single person within the ecosystem that loved the game and contributed to the game. And to your point, blind cricket and deaf cricket are a significant part of our ecosystem. And to have DP World take on the naming rights of those teams some years back was a significant move in the right direction as we try to elevate their profile, as we try to give them more opportunity for success. If you look at the growth of girls cricket in our programs, the amount of young girls that are playing cricket now at primary school level and high school cricket, it's amazing to see the growth of girls cricket. So no longer is cricket just a male-dominated sport and the DP World Wanderers just a restricted zone for professionals. It really is a living, working, breathing ecosystem that is inclusive of everybody, young and old, black, white, young kids, veterans, professionals, amateurs, aspiring cricketers. It really is for everybody, and it's something that we've driven strategically. It's something which we've driven with intent as we've tried to transform the game, because we wanted every single person to feel a part of this Lions family in an authentic and deep manner.
And that's definitely one thing I admire, is that you give people a chance, you give people an opportunity. You know, it doesn't mean you're any different. Yeah. And I think we need more of that in our country, also just in the sporting landscape.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? I mean, last words for our viewers, especially sitting on a leadership level now. I think one thing I've observed, I study a lot of CEOs, one thing I've observed is that when you reach that level, people think a lot of what you do is more technical, but you probably spend 90% of the time being more strategic and being more of a leader that facilitates decision making where your team is concerned. What can you say? Like, what have you observed more about leadership and just working with different people? And what are the last words you can leave with our viewers and our country just for encouragement?
No, thanks, Latabo. I mean, firstly, thank you to the Sneaker Shack for the opportunity to come and talk and be a part of this discussion. And certainly for me, I've always said there's not a leader issue in the world, there's a leadership issue in the world. Leadership is really about taking people on a common vision and walking with them hand by hand towards where you want to go and not leaving them behind and thinking you can do it yourself. So for me, it's all about people first. It's all about making sure that we put people over profits. It's making sure that we put the people at the foundation of what we're trying to do every single day, and knowing the importance of good people by your side, people that you can trust, people that are loyal to you, and people that you know when you put your head down at night are going to have your back. And I think if you can surround yourself with trusted people, a success is going to be there. And I think for me, there's really 4 words which I've always driven as the Lions brand, and that's live, love, learn, and lead. Gandhi gave us a great quote where he said, live as if you're going to die tomorrow, but keep learning as if you're going to live forever. And I think no matter what part you are in your career, no matter how educated you are or uneducated you are, it actually doesn't matter. Just keep doing the best you can, keep being the best version of yourself, and keep trying to be better every single day and learn from people around you. And in closing, as I said, 3 words which really are the foundation of Lions cricket and the iconic Deep World Wonders. It's really impact, influence, and inspiration, because we all have that power in our hands to drive that. Madiba taught us some amazing lessons as a leader, which I hold close to my heart. And every single day we learn from different people around how to be better humans. But if we can be kind, if we can be authentic, and we can make sure that we are proud South Africans that hold hands towards a common vision, I'm excited for the future of this country. I want to raise my children in a country that I can be proud of. I love South Africa. I'm a proud South African. And as you can see, I'm dressed up in pink here.
Looking clean. Yes.
In preparation for Pink Day on the 27th of September, which is really a purpose-driven event at the DP World Wanderers, which really brings together South Africans from all walks of life towards a common vision, and that's making sure we create awareness for breast cancer. We know early detection saves lives, and it's up to every single one of us to make sure that, who knows, we could save someone's life by making sure they get tested early, because we know early detection saves lives. And if I look at the Charlotte McClelchley Academic Hospital, where a lot of the doctors and the breast care unit is that we support, the amazing work that they do, often unseen, inspires me to keep getting up and being a better South African every day.
Wow, love it, man. And like you said, it's all about leadership. I love that quote. We don't have a leader problem, we have a leadership problem. And as you know, the famous quote by John C. Maxwell, everything rises and falls on leadership. All right, thank you, good people. You heard it for yourself. That's the Sneaker Drop. Peace and love.